Add to stream. Okay, it's happening. I don't know if you can see yourself on LinkedIn. This is all Brand's making me. Hey, I see it. Look, I just brought up my phone and you can see kind of the black box in the middle right yonder. It's showing me that live is working for me. So this is just a test today. This is me going live with my very first LinkedIn Live. Very, very exciting. I'm not even sure how far I'm going to go on today's session, but this is just really an opportunity for me to say, hey, Brenda Meller with Meller Marketing, and I'm so pleased to be broadcasting live to you on LinkedIn. I'm going to try to integrate this in the future to do a Facebook Live and maybe a YouTube Live at the same time. I was on LinkedIn last night, and it was so cool because on my screen, let's see if I can figure out how to share the screen with you guys here too. Share a screen. This is all new. I'm using StreamYard for the very first time. I don't know if it's going to let me. I don't see how it's letting me do this. So that's my Zoom window. So this is all I'm navigating around as I'm showing you guys this. I'm not seeing the screen in here though. So if I do share screen is easiest with 2 monitors. I don't have screen. So I'm going to share an application window, which is going to be, let's see here. Why is it not coming up? Now that's kind of interesting. So I wonder if I open up LinkedIn in another window, perhaps. I think as a tab it's not working. Let's see if this will work. This is all, you guys are seeing this behind the scenes here. All right, so LinkedIn. So now I'm going to show you, it's up in a small window in here. Let's see if I can do, ooh, this is all navigating. This is all new. This is StreamYard. So it's testing this out as I go along here. And I posted on LinkedIn last night. So let me show you what happened here. I was on my LinkedIn account, and I think you can see the screen that I'm navigating through here. But I was on LinkedIn last night, and on the left-hand side, if you're on your homepage feed, and you click on the home symbol to get back to your homepage feed, but on the homepage feed, along the left-hand side, where I see my photo, my name, and it has some stats about profile views and views of the video, etc., things like that. Underneath there was like all of a sudden it appeared, this box right here. I'm going to highlight the text so you can kind of see this LinkedIn Live with this little red dot that was suddenly there. And I'd applied for this a few times and I hadn't heard back. The first time I got a thank you, we're not interested, Brenda Meller, please go away emails. It wasn't like that, but it kind of felt like that to me. But I did get the non-response email from LinkedIn back saying I had not been approved. Since then, I applied 2 other times, and I've learned different ways of including comments and different types of video links that they're looking for. Thank you to the help of my LinkedIn community. So I applied again, and then I waited, and I applied a 3rd time. And hey, Bo, you're on the session. So anybody who messages me right now, you're going to get a pop-up, and you're going to be on my LinkedIn live stream. So if you're watching this live, LinkedIn is, rather I should say StreamYard, this is the very first time I'm using StreamYard. They are not allowing me to see your comments. So if you want me to see and respond to your comments during this session, I'm learning as I go here, guys. I'm going stealth on you guys. If you want me to see your comment during the live broadcast I'm on right now, what you have to do is message me on LinkedIn like Bo just did right now, and comments as we're going here, and I can respond back to you. Okay. So I'm the kind of person, I like to pull back the curtain on things. I like to explain to you as I'm learning information, and that's part of what I think is going to be happening as I'm doing LinkedIn live broadcasts. I've seen a lot of other people that are doing these things. I think Russ John is the guy who's broadcasting on LinkedIn. I think he does it every single day at 9 a.m. Eastern, which I think is like 6 a.m. his time. He's doing a very regimented schedule. Beth Granger, she was doing a LinkedIn live today. I think it was at noon, or maybe it was 12:30, because I came up on my phone and I listened to a little bit of her session. So she's got that time block. So everybody's kind of figuring out how to do this. And one thing I've heard is that you really should try to keep your live streams at a certain time of day so that you're building up familiarity with it. So I'm going to figure that out. I don't know. I just got the notification last night, but I didn't want to wait too long, because I think part of the criteria, once you get LinkedIn Live, you have to use it within the first 30 days. And if you don't, I think they take it away. So we don't want to lose that privilege. And I'm pulling up my phone because I want to see if anybody is able to see the broadcast. And I want to see if I can see your comments as I'm going in here, because StreamYard, I think with the free version that I'm using, the day has finally arrived. Now I can see your comments. Oh, I got to turn my phone off. Did you hear that? Ooh, here we go. All right. So now I can see you guys on my phone. So I am multitasking. I am figuring this out as we go. Hello, Sebastian. Hey, Keisha. How are you? I got Assad on the line here. Hey, how you doing, Assad? I'm going to be talking to your team later on today. Jillian, good day to you as well. Liz, hello, hello. Liz, I'm going to be interviewing you at some point on LinkedIn Live, so don't go too far. Bob, nothing phases me. Hey, I just roll with the punches. I'm just a real person. I'm going to show you guys everything I'm doing along the way. I'm going to show you all the mistakes I make so you can learn from me too. So really happy for us. Hannah asked, how long did you have to wait to get LinkedIn Live? I think it was about 1 million years approximately. No, all kidding aside, I think I applied the first time earlier in the year. I want to say earlier in the year, because I think they just rolled it out in March, if I'm not mistaken. And when I started to see it, hey, Stefan, I just saw your response come through. When I first started seeing LinkedIn Live, I'm like, I got to have this, because I'm like a super heavy user of LinkedIn and I want to have this functionality. I want to learn it for myself. I want to start to do interviews. I've been doing Facebook Lives and live presentations and things like that. And I'm like, I am the LinkedIn person. I got to get LinkedIn Live. So I couldn't find it. I asked around and people said, oh, you got to apply. They're only giving it to a few people. So, and it's the link that you have to apply is kind of tucked away underneath, and you have to dig to find it. So somebody sent it to me. I applied. And part of what I said to the group was, I'm a LinkedIn trainer coach. I'd like to share LinkedIn tips and expertise with people. And they said, do you have examples of videos? And I put one in there. I think it was for my YouTube channel or something. And I sent it off. And I got the form letter back saying, thank you for applying. It's a very exclusive program. We're not allowing everybody in. You're not approved at this time. It's not us, it's you. No, just kidding. But that's what it felt like. And I did not get approved. So they said, continue to watch for updates, blah, 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 blah. So then I started asking around and I'm like, how are you guys getting access to LinkedIn Live? Because I'm not getting approved. And I'm like, I'm a heavy user of LinkedIn. I'm going to rock this channel if I get access. And I started asking around. And one thing I heard from other LinkedIn trainers and coaches is they don't approve people who are professing expertise on LinkedIn as a part of their application process. So they said, try it with a different angle. For you, it might be entrepreneurial success, I should say. Or maybe leaving corporate and starting your own side hustle. Maybe it's marketing tips or small business tips. So try to go with a different angle. And I tried that and didn't hear anything back. Nothing at all. Not even the form email or anything this time. So the third time I asked around again and someone said they want to make sure that you have expertise doing live videos. So send them a link. And it doesn't need to be a video that has thousands and thousands of views. They just want to see that you're comfortable talking to the camera. So I've done a couple of Facebook Lives, non-LinkedIn topics, did some live streams of that. And then I included those as one of my links in my third application. And that was probably a month or so back, and submitted, didn't hear anything back. So I just sat on it and I'm like, I don't know, I'm just going to wait until they roll out to the masses, because obviously I'm not special enough for them to approve for LinkedIn Live, blah, 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 blah. And I went in last night and saw that LinkedIn Live was now accessible to me. So how long, Hannah? Again, 1 million years, what felt like, but probably a couple months going through. So Tony, hey, nice to see you. Invited to do your first live call an hour from now. Tony, I'm wondering, are you an interviewee or are you delivering LinkedIn Live? Kind of curious. Liz, I'm not kidding. I'm going to invite you. You may be one of my first guests. I know, Randy, how dare they not approve me? I'm like, don't they know who I am? I've been talking about LinkedIn everywhere. Since LinkedIn was even created, I've been talking about LinkedIn everywhere. But seriously, though, I'm a big, passionate fan and user of LinkedIn. And I think they have a strategy in place here with how they are rolling out LinkedIn Live and how they are approving people. And it's it reminds me of, if anybody grew up in the 80s, you remember the Cabbage Patch craze? Remember at the holidays, you told your mom you wanted a Cabbage Patch doll. This is probably for the girls, so the guys should just follow along with me. You told your mom you wanted a Cabbage Patch doll, and the year that they came out, your mom went to the Toys R Us store, and there was a mad dash for these Cabbage Patch dolls, and there was none left. And the next year, when they were making a lot more Cabbage Patch dolls and everybody could get one, it wasn't as special. So I think LinkedIn is creating a little bit of a scarcity complex here. And then when you get it, just like I'm doing, I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys, I got LinkedIn Live. I'm super excited about it, and it's rolling out. So I think that's what's happening. So we have to ask, this is a question from Bo. You have to ask for LinkedIn for access to LinkedIn Live. Yes, there is an application link. I will try to find it and put it into the comments in this video later on once I go back in. We'll be happy to share that with you. Tim says this is great, available to just a beta group. Yes. So they're still saying it's only available to select users, gradual rollout. One thing I did discover last night when I got access to LinkedIn Live, I actually did get an email from them. I missed it. But I went into the email and there's a link that you click that says, okay, here are the approved streaming servers. So you can't just do this from your phone. Like on Facebook, I could pull up my phone, click live and go broadcast. No, on LinkedIn, they're making it a little bit different. My guess is they're doing this in part because they don't want to have the videos being housed on the LinkedIn server, which takes a lot of memory. That's my hypothesis. I don't know that for certain. So they're saying, here's a list of approved providers. Now, last night when I got access, I did a post and, hey, Sweeta, how are you doing? Nice to see you on here. Last night when I got access, I did a screen capture. Let me show you guys this because I was like so geeked when I got this last night. I'm just going to pull my screen over here. And I did a post on it and I did a little screen capture and pointed arrows to it. And I was just so excited about this. So here it is. So I did a little screen capture and I told people I normally post once a day, but you know, here's this thing I've got and it's exciting and I'm just wanting to share it with people. And I said, there's a list of streaming devices. And one of the ones that I was looking at was StreamYard. That's the one I was looking for. And I said, anyone have opinions? And I got a lot of comments. You know, you can see 54 comments on here, 3,000 views of the post. And a few people tagged others that are doing LinkedIn Live. And Randall, I did a phone call with Randall, and I know he's doing a lot of LinkedIn Lives. I saw that he was using StreamYard, and I'm like, okay, if Randall's using StreamYard, I'm leaning towards that. You know, the other thing I did, my son, who's 14, who's very tech savvy, I sent him the list of streaming devices that are approved by LinkedIn, and I told him to look at it. And I said, I'm leaning towards StreamYard, but what do you think? And he's like tech support, you know, heavy internet user. He's a kid, so he understands, you know, internet and technology and video better than grownups, right? So he said, yeah, he looked through all the tech requirements and specifications and pricing, and he said StreamYard. Somebody else, now Tina Marie Wellfield, she said, yeah, it was feeling like Christmas morning for me. You know, this is like when you're a LinkedIn trainer coach and you get access to LinkedIn Live and not everybody's getting it, you feel very special. So it has created that little Christmas morning feeling for me. Tina Marie suggested Zoom. So I did a little bit of research before jumping on the call here, and Zoom was not one of the preferred streaming devices. I went into Zoom and I have the paid version of Zoom. I could not find a way to do a live from Zoom to LinkedIn. So did not appear that it was one of the approved. And she said somebody did one on oops, hey, look at that. Sheetra's on the line here. Somebody did do a live session using Zoom. And I said, my guess is what's happening there is that they probably integrated with a StreamYard and did a Zoom so that they could do some screen sharing or something else. I don't really know. I'm just kind of guessing. All right. So this is awesome. I'm so happy you guys are on here. I've got 100 people watching right now. You guys are watching me. Isn't this cool? This is so much fun. All right, so Tim, this is just a beta group. Tapan Shah says, hello, how are you? Mariella says hello, and Liz, gosh, you're just gonna be like, we're gonna have such a riot too when we get on our call. It's gonna be so much fun. Kamala, hello, how are you doing? Alessandra says hello. Cher, woot woot, I know you've had it for a while, Cher. So you're gonna be one of the people I would love to have as an interview as well. You have great personality, and I think the angle I'm gonna take with my interviewees is that I'm gonna be looking for people to share their expertise with my community. And what I'd like to do is start to integrate the videos and put like a video library someplace as well. So that's kind of what I'm thinking of. I need to just kind of, I think I have to wrap this here, guys, because I got to go take care of something in a few minutes. I was just testing this technology. I didn't know if it was actually going to work here today. So let's see. Any other questions to answer before I wrap up this very first session? Tapan, you said you got a message popping up. Marianella, excellent tool to connect with audiences. Brian says, hey, how you doing, Brian? Hamad says, congrats. Halim says, salute to you as well. All about live experiences on other platforms, Cher. You are absolutely right. Maureen says, I'm glad you can have instant access to share with people. So this is working really well. I'm learning that I can be broadcasting through StreamYard on my screen, and I can watch on my phone, because the version of StreamYard I'm using, it says, I don't know if you guys can see this. I don't think you can see my screen here, but it says, unfortunately, StreamYard can't access your LinkedIn comments. LinkedIn is working on adding this. So I don't think it's the version of StreamYard. I think it's a limitation of LinkedIn integrating with StreamYard. But I have figured out a workaround, and I'm always going to share with you the workarounds that I figured out. And that's just keeping my phone handy. So Cher saying, similar when Google released Gmail, you had to know someone to get one. That's funny. I don't remember those days. Forgot my message will pop up. Hello. So yeah, if you want to send me a message right now, you'll appear on screen to all my viewers that are watching. I think I'm up to 105 here right now. Alex says, congratulations. So Hayib says hello to Sweta on the session here. Jeff says, great stuff. How you doing, Jeff? Boys and Girls Club of Troy. My son used to be a member there. Really great program over there. Bill says, thank you for sharing insight on how this works. Happy to do so, Bill. I'm all about pulling that curtain back and walking you guys through this, because I guess that some of you are going to try to get LinkedIn Live access, and you're going to want to learn from others. And I see what a lot of people are doing right now is sharing their expertise, and they're doing fireside chats and interviews. I don't see anybody doing what I'm doing right now, which is bringing you through the process of how to and showing you the mistakes I'm making as I'm going a long way. If you came on the session in the beginning, you saw a black screen. That's because I didn't enable my video. And then turn my volume on, you could hear me at the same time too. So somebody said they were going, so he said you were going to sleep, and then a notification, Brenda is live. How can I miss it? Oh, that's so sweet of you. Greetings from Dubai. So you must be going, it must be nighttime over there right now. So Bo, you have applied. Bill is in Toledo, and Alex says StreamYard from PC and Switcher Studio from mobile. So Alec, I'm curious, can you use multiple devices to connect to LinkedIn Live? Meaning, can I use StreamYard for my desktop and something different from my phone? I'm wondering if that's the case, because I may try doing that. So if you're watching this live, leave me any questions you have in the comments about LinkedIn Live or any other features that you might like to see me focusing on in future live broadcasts. I'm probably going to be developing a schedule. I'll have at least one live a week, if not more, but I will be interviewing different people from my network. I've already mentioned a few people on today's call that will be included as a part of that. And last night when I posted, I had mentioned to a few people that I will be inviting them as well. I do a list called the Meller Marketing LinkedIn Rockstars. I'm definitely going to be focusing on inviting some of those rock stars out in the calls with me. And we'll see how this goes. So I think that's it. I'm going to wrap this for now because I've got to jump on another phone call here. And I just wanted to say you guys are awesome because you've been a part of my inaugural LinkedIn Live. Someday we're all going to look back at this in the future and we're going to say, remember when she had her first broadcast on LinkedIn Live and you all were a part of it. So thank you so much. If you are watching this in live or in playback, do leave me a comment and just say, hey, I was on the session. My tip for all of you is when you leave a comment, do leave a comment of 5 or more words. That helps the algorithm, and it also helps the person who you're posting to create some conversation. So let me know where you're tuning in from. And Kim Boudreaux-Smith just came on. Kim, you're going to be interviewed by me on a LinkedIn Live in the future too, so don't go too far. So really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. This has been fun. Thank you for watching and letting me make mistakes along the way and share those mistakes with you and having fun as I do it. This has been Brenda Meller with Meller Marketing. Have a great day. I'll see you soon. Oh, and one other thing. I watched people doing LinkedIn Lives and they stop talking and it cuts them off. So I'm going to stop talking and leave it on smiling for a few minutes. Okay. Not for a few minutes, maybe 5 seconds. All right.